In search of pneumococcal vaccine, Frederick Griffith made two observations after typing pneumococcal sputum samples. In first, there was decrease in pneumonia cases due to type 2 pneumococci. On the other hand, there was increase in pneumonia cases by type 4 pneumococci. Along with type variation in a population, he observed pneumococcal type changes in same patient over the period of time. Though he did not comment on cause of this pneumococcal type change, in 1967 article came up reporting in vivo pneumococcal transformation. Griffith initiated his experiment with 4 basic pneumococcal serotypes differentiated on the basis of capsular polysaccharides. Variation in capsular polysaccharides creates distinct S antigenic epitope which can be detected by agglutination with respective antisera. In the preparation of pneumococcal type-specific antisera, purified capsular carbohydrate injected in an animal, then blood was processed for antisera. This way he obtained type-specific antiseras. In order to obtain isogenic attenuated R strain, he passaged virulent pneumococci in type-specific antisera for several times. Similarly, he obtained attenuation of other serotypes. Smooth and shiny appearance imparting thick layer of capsule is lost by the virulent pneumococci in the course of attenuation to R form. These R form can easily be cleared by phagocytes. Capsule helps bacteria evading phagocytosis by either masking pathogen associated molecular patterns or inhibiting opsonization through IgG or complement molecules. While passaging R culture through animals, he frequently found disease development and recovered isogenic virulent pneumococci from dead animals. Frequency of reversion increased on injection of large size R culture inoculum. According to Griffith, in comparison to small sized inoculum, the large sized inoculum protects few cocci from the host immune clearance which may revert to S form. He also observed variation in reversion capacity of R strains obtained from same virulent strain which he thought was because of remnant S antigen. Here Griffiths hypothesized the remnant capsular carbohydrate of dead cocci is being used by protected cocci in large size inoculum to build up their capsule and regain virulence. To test this hypothesis, in final experiment he injected small volume of type 2S culture and detected same type of cocci by agglutination from dead animal. However, same volume of type 2R culture did not produce disease. When he injected small sized type 2R culture along with large sized heat killed type 2S culture as an antigen source, he found disease development by type 2 virulent pneumococci. In control experiment where he injected small size type 2R culture with large size heat killed type 3S as an antigen source, to his surprise he recovered type 3S cocci from diseased animal. Where he realized type 3 killed pneumococci are not only providing carbohydrate to type 2R pneumococci to build their capsule, but they are transforming them into totally different serological type. And if it was just providing capsular raw material, effect would have vanished after few generations. But there was a transfer of genetic material which turned a virulent pneumococci into virulent form permanently. Griffith termed this serological type changing as transformation. To understand the series of experiments carried out by Griffith, you can refer to this article. Thank you.